want to become the strongest player in Blox without needing skill? Listen up. In Blox, there's tons of ways to become strong. But did you know what makes the difference from someone being strong to being the strongest is their accessories? The accessories you wear determines way more than you could ever imagine. You could be using a control fruit, sure, or I don't know, have V4. But what if you're in a mirror matchup? What will give you a better advantage over other players? Your accessories, and more specifically, your trinkets. A couple of days ago, I made a video about building the strongest trinket in the game. And in that video, I went over how there is 6 different ring types that focus on different builds. Also in that video, I made the best ring possible for a melee build. Now in this video, I want to create the best ring for everything else. Sword build, gun build, fruit build, defense build, whatever build. I want to create a bunch of max grade rings that will make me that much more powerful over other players. And after we make each ring, we're going to be going in and showing how powerful they've made us. And basically showing off our infinity gauntlet inventory of trinkets. So right now I got like 148 trinkets. Let's just start with fusing as many rings as we can and worrying about the modifiers after. What's this one? Twin blades? This one gives you Blox points and sword points. All right, let's just start with this. Okay, our first maxed out twin blades ring. Let's go. Nice. What stats does this give? This gives 75 Blox and 75 sword. Okay, I'm not really a Blox or sword build main, so this doesn't really benefit me. But let's go on to upgrading. You know, upgrading Arcanist is going to be really good. This is going to be a really good ring for tank builds. I can't wait to build this one because this is going to be very interesting to see how much more tankier we can get. All right, now to get Arcanist to grade 4. Let's do it. Ooh, okay. What does this give? Niggas, 60 defense, okay, and 90. Damn, 90 block shoots? That's a lot more than I thought. Okay, time for Outlaw. All right, now we got Outlaw. Sick. This would be really good with my Dragonstorm gun. Wait, this gives 75 sword, 75 gun. This is called Gun of the Outlaw. I thought it was supposed to give like a lot of gun, like more gun than sword. Oh, Steelheart probably does it because this one gives 30 gun and 20 block shoots. Oh, okay. Let's upgrade that one next. Here we got Steelheart. Let's see. What's the stats gonna be? Let me see. Ooh, 90 gun and 60 block fruits. Wow. I think I gotta do one more. I think that's Might. One more mythical ring I'm missing, which is the Might one. So let's do it. This one gives 20 melee and 40 sword. Oh, okay. So I guess this one's good for sword users. I forgot to unpause my footage when I was doing the last one. But yeah, we have one of each ring maxed out finally. But we need 2 of each. At least 2. So I gotta do all of that again. All right, I've officially gotten 2 of every ring. Oh my god, that took forever. I guess the next thing we gotta go for is the modifiers. Really, yeah. Before I do that, I kind of want to do something cool. Look at that! I got like an infinity gauntlet of rings on my profile. But we're not done. So next up, I guess we gotta start mutating, or what do you call it? Yeah, applying mutations, or no, what do they call them? I'm having a brain fart. Modifiers. We gotta start putting good modifiers on our weapon. So for twin blades, I guess this one's focusing on sword and block shrew. Wait, what are we trying to do? So Ring of Spirit's gonna be our melee build. Ring of Steelheart's gonna be our gun build because it just gives the most gun stats for a ring. Ring of Might's gonna be our sword build. I guess Arcanist is gonna be our tank build? Question mark? Because it's the only ring that gives defense, really, so I could imagine. Then we have these ones. Then we have twin blades. I'm gonna imagine that's I don't know, because quite frankly I would say that, because honestly, like, twin blades would be our only fruit build, but it's like, for example, twin blade gives 25 stats in block shoots, but Arcanist gives 30. But Arcanist is the only ring in Trinket that gives defense points. So realistically, like, this would be a better fruit build. It's better to have more Arcanist rings for a fruit build and a tank build, while we just use twin blades for, like, I guess whatever. But for the sake of this video, we're gonna be doing fruit build for twin blades. And now for Outlaw, I don't know, because it gives gun and sword, but I don't really need gun or sword. Really? Like, kinda, I guess. Should I just be like, it's a sword and gun ring? I don't know what modifiers to put on this. Okay, so what if this is my Buddha / dungeon build or something? Because in Buddha form, I can use sword and gun. Maybe I can do that. I guess, perhaps, I don't, maybe. But for this one, I could be aiming for whatever's good for the dungeon. I don't know. I guess we'll see. Either way, as you guys know, we already got one ring done because of the previous video. Now we gotta get modifiers for Might, Steelheart, Arcanist, Twin Blades, and Outlaw. Starting with Might, our sword build. All right, so for Might, we're just gonna be trying to get as much sword stats as possible. And in our first one, we're gonna get Deadeye. No, we don't need that. That's for gun. And second, we're gonna get Sanguine. Yeah, that's terrible. Looking at the modifier chart, we are trying to get Sharp or Executioner, or both, because actually that's what we're going for. We're going for both on 2 rings. Yeah, because on my Spirit ring, I already got like max melee points possible from those modifiers. So I got 240 points. So we're trying to do the same thing again, but for the sword build. Oh shoot, we already got it. Melee ones we needed. We got Executioner and Sharp. So this is gonna give us 240 total sword points. Now we just gotta do it again. Oh my god, this one took so long to get. I probably had to roll like 200 times for the second trinket modifier stupid thing, whatever. But I finally got them. Oh my god. And we can finally check this one off the list. Without any trinkets, without anything, we do 803 M1 damage and 3,648 Z damage, whatever. Yeah. Now, equipping both the new trinkets that give 240 sword points each, we're now doing 932 M1. What? Wait, hold on. How do we do less? Oh, it's different each time. Hold on. This is not a fair test. Okay, 5,484. And if we take off the trinkets, 4,723. Oh, okay, there's the improvement. How much difference was that? Man, that was like 600 more damage or something. So we got 600 more damage just from those trinkets alone and 100 more M1 damage. Damn. All right, well, now that we got the best sword trinket set up, it is time to move on to the next one, which is for the gun. Steelheart. Oh my god, I hope we get this quick because there's just we still got like 4 more rings to get through. I've been recording for like 3 hours now. What? We got Sharpened Executioner on the wrong ring. Oh my god, we just got that. We should have got that sooner. Oh, we actually got it pretty quickly. Nice. This is all with both those whatevers. We got 270 gun points. Nice. Okay, now we just need to do that one more time for this other trinket. Oh, there we go. Finally got the second one. Let's go test it out. All right, just to compare our damage before and after with these new rings for the gun build, our M1 does, damn, 1570 damage. Okay. And the X move does 4,886. Now, if we put on the rings, they give 270 gun points each. Nice. All right, our M1s now do 1855. And then our X does 5,772. I low-key forgot the number what it was just now. Let me write it down. Okay, so without the ring, 1570. Wait, that's a huge number increase. It does 900 more damage with a Z move, and then 300 more damage with the M1. What? That's sick. That's a lot. That's actually a ton. I didn't know it was gonna improve that much. This is our gun trinkets for our gun build in the future if we ever use one, I guess. But at least we can knock that off the list. And now we have 3 more, with the next one being our tank build. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. What modifiers would I be looking for? I don't know, actually. None of this helps my defense, so I don't know what's really good. Guess I could be looking for piercing and overcharge so I can get more fruit stats. Doesn't really look like there's anything I can like put on here as a modifier that's really that important, so I don't think I need much. Oh, vampiric. Well, sorry, I'm dumb. We got vampiric and sanguine for the life leech, so we can like take people's health. But the thing is, this only really applies for like PvE content, not PvP, so I guess it should be helpful. We're still gonna take it. We're gonna still try to get that. And so we begin this grind again. Dude, I've probably done like almost, okay, I just got another Executioner and Sharp for a sword build. Oh, this actually would be pretty good. This one gives Elemental Slayer and Sanguine. Actually, never mind. I don't like that one. The hardest part is that we're going for very... Oh, we got it right away. Sanguine Vampiric. I was about to say we're going for very specific builds. So that's why it's taking so long, but we just got it right away. What? So apparently we now have 4% PvE life leech, which I think is an error because that should be like 6% because we now have vampiric and sanguine stacking. It should be 6%. I might have to report this. But either way, we're still gonna try to get the other one. That's actually nuts. I don't know how I got that so quick. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I feel like I've done like millions of rolls at this point. Like this is insane. You have to be having, you just have to have so much time on your hands to try to get something like this. And there we go. We got Executioner and Sharp again. Nice. I don't want that. God, holy crap. We finally got the other one. Jeez. I probably rolled 300 times for this. What was I even trying to get? PvE life leech? Are you kidding me? And it's bugged? I'm supposed to be getting 6% on each one, and I'm only getting 4. Oh my God. I gotta tell the devs about this. It probably does give 6%, but the text might just be wrong. But I mean, either way, that took forever. All right, what does PvE life leech even mean? Okay, so if I attack him, I'm not getting no health or nothing. But if I put on the rings, right, it should give me health, correct? All right, I'm gonna let him hit me. Missed something. Maybe it doesn't work on a training dummy. Hold on. All right, let's see. Oh, okay. These rings must not work. I just wasted all my time trying to get them. These modifiers. I don't know if it doesn't work or if I'm doing something wrong, but I'm not getting any health back. So awkward. It's especially, hold on. No, I'm calling you out, Bloxers, because I just wasted hella time trying to get that. And you're trying to tell me these trinkets don't even work? Fine, I guess I'll tell you guys directly about this bug that I found mid-video. But either way, hopefully they fix that soon, or maybe I can figure out what I'm doing wrong if I am doing something wrong. But either way, we can knock that off the list, and then we can move on to the fruit build. I'm pretty sure you guys are understanding what we're trying to get at here. What comes next? I'm just gonna keep rolling until I get, what do you call it? I'm just gonna keep rolling until I get the fruity plus overcharge on one ring and then do it on the other ring. It's gonna take me years. Look at that. We got one of them, but we need the other one. Oh my God, this is gonna take forever. Oh my God. This took forever. This probably was the longest one yet. Trying to get fruity and overcharged on one ring took me like 200 spins, bro. Why am I so unlucky? I don't know. And again, look, it's only saying 6%. Like, it's supposed to be given 6% plus 4%, making it 10% fruit damage. So I don't, is it a bug? This is killing me. And I still need to get one more. Great. I do this for you guys that are just very curious about how these things are, because they're nearly impossible for something very specific. It's not impossible, but it's very unlikely to get something like this. But I do it for you guys so you can see what it's like, see what like the like what's the comparison, you know what I mean? But we keep going. Oh my God, this took forever. Why am I dressed up like this? Okay, finally, we got it. Where is it? Let me see my beloved. There it is. Fruity and overcharged. Yeah, for some reason, it's not showing the stats correctly. Like, this one says 6%, this one says 4%, when they both should say 10% because they're stacked on it. Do they not stack? Like, I don't get it. If they're not supposed to stack, why is it possible to get both? And if they are supposed to stack, why is it bugged? Tell me that, Bloxers. You better fix this, or I'm gonna get mad. Who are you guys, bro? Get out of here. You guys turned me into this. That's it. All right, guys, I'm gonna leave you guys with this. Oh my God. Oh my. All right, so let's test again. So realistically, I don't know. Maybe make sure these are off. You know what? I'm curious, bro, because I hope it's not really broken. It's just like a visual bug. Because look, if I equip this one ring that gives supposedly 6%, it does 739. Then if I feel like a nerd talking about this, but then we put on the 4% ring and it also does 739. So now my main question is, if the original damage without any ring is 655, how do I figure out the difference? If I go on a calculator, if I'm trying to figure out the difference, I gotta do this, find out, gotta do that. 84 divided by 655 times 100. Oh, so I think I am getting the right amount. I don't know, because it's saying the difference is like 12.8%. So that is higher than 10% at least, or at most. I don't know. So maybe it is right. Maybe it is accounting for the right damage and right numbers, but it's just displaying it incorrectly. Okay, Bloxers, if that is true for all the rings, and now I'm gonna forgive you, except for the fact that those life leech rings weren't healing me. I don't understand that. Help me out. But I think in this case, this is working out. Okay, so now we know we are supposedly getting a 10% damage increase with each ring or our fruit, by the way. So that's actually insane. That's actually broken, which also is giving us 75 plus block shoots on each ring. So let's finally do this. So our M1 is doing 655. Our C is doing 3932. We make sure it's gonna do the same damage. Yep, there it is. Okay, nice. Now, if I equip both rings, how much more damage am I gonna do? All right, let's check the M1. 826. Damn, that's almost it's like 180 more M1 damage. And then with the C, 4956. It's about 1,000 more damage. Okay, so at least it's increasing. Okay, we got our best fruit build rings trinkets set up. I'm tired, but we do have one one more to go. I'm not gonna lie, for this one, I did write down Buddha/dungeon build because this one's like a jack of all trades kind of ring. I'm really just gonna keep going till I think like I got something really good for either PvP, for something specific. I don't know. I'm just gonna wing it. I've been recording for a mad long time, and Outlaw is kind of like that one ring I'm probably never gonna use anyways. So let's do it. Piercing and hold on. I think that's pretty good for dungeons, or I guess grinding really. 7% more damage to NPCs and ignores defense by 10%. Yeah, should I go for something more PvP oriented? I probably should, because the Ruthless only applies to NPCs. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Piercing and Beast Hunter. It's gonna give a 10% more damage to beast users and 10% ignore defense. Hell yeah. All right, let's do the other ring. Oh my God, we just got another one. Beast Hunter and piercing. That's sick. Oh my God, Beast Hunter and piercing. Where's the other one? We now have 10% more increased damage to beast fruit users and 10% ignore defense on 2 rings, making it 20% on both. Holy crap, I want to test this out. All right, for the final test, we have Miyu over here, and right now they have Diamond activated, which gives them 23% defense or whatever, something increase. So with no accessories equipped, no trinkets or nothing, I do 919 damage, and they have that diamond thing on them, so maybe I should be doing more once I get these rings equipped. I don't know. Let's see. Hopefully don't let me down, Blox shirts. So with 10% piercing on each ring, I should do more. 1026. Wait, that's not even it's like 100 damage increase. Is that right? So 100 more damage. Okay, I guess it helps with the piercing. Okay, but what if they are a beast user? All right, let me start equipping these rings. Where is it? Okay, I got it on. So let's try it without them first and see how it does against the beast fruit. So that did 1074 damage. Okay, with my M1. All right, just to make sure. 1074. Nice. Now if I equip both the trinkets to get 10% damage on both rings, I now do 1388. That's like 300 more damage. What? That's sick. That's a lot. That's actually a lot. That's a lot more than I thought. That's a lot better than the piercing, I would say. Imagine I got both beast modifiers on both the rings and how much damage that would do. I'll be destroying these tiger users, these beast fruit users, mammoths, tigers, whatever, dragons. But that is pretty much everything in this video. Hopefully you guys learned a lot. This took me a very long time, but hopefully it helped you understand and kind of go up and about choosing what trinkets you want to main and what you want to modify and whatnot. So hopefully it helped you. That's all that matters. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. All right, bye.